Hi, this is Caryn Solomon, and welcome to my podcast, Crushing On. Welcome to episode 7. Thank you everyone who has shown us support over the last 2 months. It has been a crazy ride, one of the best rides of my life, but definitely crazy with the amount of support that we've gotten. So to those of you who have rated and reviewed on Apple Podcasts, it has helped us to rise in the charts all around the world. It has also helped other people to find us. And for those who have subscribed on any network, those who have commented, who have engaged with us on social media, we see it and we appreciate you. Today on the show, we have Leandra Engelbrecht, who is the movie and TV editor of Channel 24. She's a wizard with words. She has a host of knowledge about the film and television industry. She's seen almost everything. And she's just such an interesting person to talk to. So we spoke about many things. Like right now, she's really into K-dramas. And she spoke a little bit about that. And she spoke about what South African telenovelas she's watching and she keeps up to date with. We spoke a bit about reality TV, what she watched as a kid, who we think will be nominated for Emmys this year, what the state of the movie industry in 2020. And we also had a very frank and maybe sometimes shady discussion about The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, because we're both fans of the show and sort of our review of season 2 of The Bachelor. And after the chat with Leandra, we added a little bit of a throwback to last week's episode. Just a snippet of my interview with Clonisa van Dam, the Bachelorette. Because we spoke about The Bachelor in such detail in this episode, we thought we would just give you just a little pebble over there so that if you didn't listen to the episode, it will give you more context. And if you did, just a little reminder, especially if you were a guy who was thinking, she sounds pretty cool. Maybe I should enter The Bachelorette. Well, this is the sign you're waiting for from the gods telling you, you should enter. You should go for it. You should try it. You should go for your dreams. If your dream is to be the life partner of the amazing Bachelorette, you should go for it. And this is me, Caryn Solomon, telling you that yes, I believe in you. I believe you can do it. But I don't want to waste your time, because I know how much you hate rambling. Someone actually called this part of the show Caryn's Stream of Conscious, which sounds so poetic when it's just me rambling about nonsense. And so also, for those of you who know me, can you imagine me moving my hands? Because that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm talking with my hands, but looking at my wall. That's kind of my vibe right now. And also I realize I say vibe a lot. So I'm going to need you all to overlook that, because added to the list of annoying things I now realize I do. Firstly, the laugh. I say way too much. And thirdly, what is this vibe thing? Why do I keep saying it? Anyway, I'm going to stop talking nonsense and get to the interview with Leandra. So what have you been watching? So I see you've been watching a lot of K-dramas and whatnot.
Yeah, so I recently finished now Fight for My Way.
Mm.
K-drama. It's my new obsession. I just got into it one day. I actually started with Crash Landing on You, and I loved the show so much that I've now just been watching all the things that's the highly rated things. So I've finished yesterday, Fight for My Way. It's a 16-episode thing that I finished in a day because I clearly had nothing to do yesterday.
But it's nice also. 16 episodes. Ooh, it's a good number.
Yeah, it's not bad. Usually I stop at 10, but with these K-dramas, and I like how and it's an hour and a half episode, so it's long. So the fact that I'm watching such long episodes, it's it's a big thing for me. I just like the show so much because it's all just about these four youths who've always been friends, and it's just about them chasing their dreams. So that was really cool. It was cool to watch. And the soundtrack is cool. I already have my favorite actors, Park Sing-joon, my favorite actor. So any show with him in, I watch it.
And it sounds cool.
Yeah, it is. It's so cool for me because I was actually thinking now I've been to so many different worlds now. I've been army in North Korea, and now it was taekwondo, and this girl wants to be an announcer. It's kind of like a broadcast journalist, but she's an announcer. So that's nice because I've been really dipping into different worlds. different. It's different from the Western shows.
Yeah.
And I like that, even like how they do the relationships, it's not like heavy focused on the 1, 2, bam, and all of that. It's like this whole gradual process of how they develop the relationship without it really being physical in the beginning. So I've been enjoying that. And it's just an escape.
Yeah, and it's also like understanding other cultures and stuff. Because we're so used to like the same American, British.
Yeah. So that's like I said, like the moment that we can travel, I want to go to South Korea.
That's goals though.
Now. That's my dream.
So with regards to like South African shows, what would you recommend with that? Like I'm trying to get into it, but it's just everything is always so long. The telenovelas are like
there's a lot of the telenovelas that I started watching that I stopped watching. Like the things that I watch like religiously now, it's Saint Witter and Arden's Flame. I like that Arden's Flame is only like 3 episodes in the week, and so I catch up on the Sunday when they have the omnibus, and I like that. And it's only like 28 minutes. So it's not like long and it's not dragged out. And the storytelling is actually on a nice pace where there's always things happening. But Arden's Flame, I think, is a really good thing to watch. But I've been watching it from the beginning.
I was like, how are people watching like these 5 days a week soaps? And on top of everything else, I would be lost constantly. Like, I mean, I know back in the day when we used to watch like Generations, it's fine if you miss like 2 episodes. But now, like, I think with the vibes, the way things are now. But
I also think it's because we have a lot more options now. I feel like there's a lot more options. Like for me, 5 o'clock I watch a telenovela on Telemundo. And then 6:30 I watch Saint Witter. And then sometimes I still watch Scandal, depending if I want to see what's happening. That's like the set things that I'll watch every day. Wow, I sound like an old person.
But also like now you've visited so many worlds. Telemundo.
I still love the Telemundo that I'm watching now. Yeah. I'm like, if I could only get all these stamps in my passport, it would be cool. Yeah, I like a good Spanish telenovela. I can even look over the dubbed stuff. So yeah, I enjoy that. Iron Rose, it's really good. It's all about revenge and this boss-ass lady. So,
and with like the reality shows and stuff? Because I mean, obviously, like most of South African, like the regional stuff is reality shows. What's your vibe? What do you feel more?
The only reality show, South African reality show that I've watched right now is The Bachelor. But I haven't been watching any of the Bonang stuff. I don't know. I just feel like my appetite for reality shows has stopped now. Especially those celebrity-focused ones. I feel like we've seen it all.
And it's also like, I think social media gives us such a look into their lives already. Like we've seen on the Instagram stories. I do think Bonang is that kind of, because she's funny. Like she's funny on camera. So she is funny on camera. So it's like, it's kind of like comedic to watch. But a lot of the others, I'm like, okay, but I've seen this stuff also before.
Exactly. But that's just how I felt with Bonang's, because I mean, the stuff that was in her last season, we saw all of those things on social media already.
Yeah, we saw a Winner award in...
Exactly. Like we've seen it all
in Europe or whatever. We saw all of that stuff. Yeah, it's like... But I suppose with like the Kardashians, we know what's going to happen. But there's like that extra drama inside the house that we tune in to watch.
Yeah.
So I think, it needed more of that extra drama.
Exactly.
In Bimbo Nang, like in season 3, a lot of the stuff looked like you could see the seams. Like Pinky and Boity were some of friends, but you could see that they like put them together for like the show. Do you know what I mean? Like, yes, maybe they know each other, but you could see, like, it seemed like awkward. They were trying and get some kind of action there. And I was like, is this real? You know what I mean?
But I think also when it comes to South African reality shows, it's because we've seen such a lot of international ones and how they do it. It kind of feels like South Africa's playing catching up now to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like those things that you mentioned now, like we've seen those things when the Kardashians started out now, but now it's so like they're just so professional in how they tell the stories now that you see those little mistakes. And I think that was the thing about me with South African reality shows. I just feel like it's like playing catching up now.
Yeah. And I think it's also difficult because we have access to all the international ones. So where people have the option to tune in. I mean, I suppose people watch South African ones because you want to see people that, are like you. And, like Bonang is, for example, is like crazy fans. That always
crazy fan. Yeah, no, you don't want to mess with the B-Force. They'll come for you.
Cosmo, so they wrote this article about this white dress she wore, man. And then like the caption on Twitter or something was like, it's a white dress, but it's not a wedding dress. That was like it. And they were like, this is so shady. And then they called out the social media manager by her full name. And she's like, I didn't even write this. This came from the fashion team. And then, they were like, how dare you say not a wedding dress?
But I remember that dress, actually. Did it look like a wedding dress? I do remember that dress.
But like, it's like they analyze the words. But it's so crazy. But I like it though. I like that we have a crazy fandom in South Africa. We deserve one.
Yeah. I feel like we're on par with the internationals of the fandoms. I definitely feel like we're on par.
Okay, let's talk about The Bachelor. So what do you think about them now deciding to do The Bachelorette?
I think it was a smart move because I don't know if we got what we wanted from the past 2 seasons of The Bachelor.
Yeah.
So hopefully now, we going to get a Bachelorette, and hopefully the casting is also going to be a bit more diverse in the type of guys that they're going to choose for her. So that's going to be interesting to see how it's going to play out. And it's also going to be interesting to see how they're going to film it now with all of the restrictions that we still have.
I was like, when is this going to happen? But they said they're going to start filming like late in the year. But The Bachelor, they only filmed towards the end of last year.
In October. Yeah.
October, so maybe, November. God willing, the COVID will there'll be some.
I hope so. Because I really want to go to the reunion show.
But like, let's talk about The Bachelor. Why do you think it loses steam? Like, I mean, I know we were talking about it during it. We were both like, oh, we wish we could stop watching now.
Yeah, I think for me, the season was very long. Because that 15 episodes compared to the 13 episodes. And I know that they said their strategy for the season was to have like more content, to see more with him spend time with the woman and for us to see the relationship develop. But I feel like some of those things were just too long. Those last couple of dates. Those were very long. And it dragged out. For me, the season was very long. For me, the 15 episodes, it was really too long for me. The 13 episode is like a nice cutoff,
Yeah.
But those episodes that we were just like, I want to stop watching now. Because
it was one I watched on mute, and then I went back and watched it again because I was like, no man, there was just no substance. But I also wonder, like, we had a little bit of drama with the Jess R thing, but if there just wasn't enough drama for the end,
the last part, like to the end, there wasn't a lot of drama. You're right, like the Jess R drama, and then she was gone, and there was like, okay.
But the thing is, like, I think the problem is that Mark wasn't charismatic out of his own, so the girls had to be extra charismatic. So, and then we were left with like, I mean, yes, Bridget caused a lot of drama, but by the end, I mean, she didn't have much more to do. And like, Marissa was always like, oh, la la.
Yeah.
So I think that the problem probably did lie in casting him. And that was why it just seemed to drag. Because if we had a guy who was charismatic, who you genuinely believe that he was falling in love with all these girls, you'd like watch it and you'd want to know what's happening. Like he would be the hook of the season. And I think that the Bachelor or the Bachelorette, they should be the hook.
Yeah, I totally agree.
You can't rely.
They carry the show. Yeah.
Because if they knock out all the entertaining people in one episode, you still need enough of content to carry the show to the end.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, because those dates were really boring for me. But it's true what you say. Probably wasn't as charismatic towards the end as he appeared to be in the beginning. It also felt like we kind of knew his game also by then. That's why we would buy it towards the end.
And they need to work with, I know that they like the Bachelor picking his own dates, but they need to have somebody else helping him with that. No, man. Like, you can't have that same lying down date all the time.
lying down.
God.
I know they probably tried to create an intimate atmosphere because, there's There's always a lying down part in everyone's date, I guess.
Like when you watch the international ones, like, okay, I haven't watched that many because the concept of the Bachelor always I always get annoyed at some point at these girls fighting over a guy.
Yeah,
but
me too. I agree.
But their dates are amazing. Like I know that they probably don't have the same budget, but I mean they can do trade exchange. I'm sorry, like. If you know you're going to be on The Bachelor, you will let them use your event space.
Yeah, I agree. I also feel like the date should be a bit more creative.
But it was also think that's just his type of person. Like he's like the cookie cutter, Cape Townian white guy that you see on Tinder.
Who likes to hike on Saturdays and
craft beer and I don't know.
Yeah, no. Well, hopefully this season's dates will be nice. The Bachelorette's dates will be fun.
Yeah, and I think that, I don't know, I also think that women are more open. So even when it comes to like racially diverse, like I feel like regardless the race of the woman, most women are open to date anybody because they're in it. So we will get to see different people from different backgrounds and which will be kind of exciting already.
I am excited.
And all the guys in the house together. You know it's going to be so much drama.
I was already saying I can't wait to interview the guys. Hopefully Mnet picks nice guys, some potentials.
When they leave.
Exactly.
And have you found love since leaving the show? No. Okay, that's interesting.
Okay. Just keep your number. Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with it. I hope that they actually a bit braver and think out of the box with this season.
But I mean, like, I think they have, like, the support now. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I did after season 1 already, and we thought they would take more risks. But I mean, like, people loved it. Like, the amount of exposure they got, the amount of people were, like, posting about it on all social media. Like, they had so much. People were so into this. So I think that, that they have enough of a base that they can do whatever they want now and people will like buy into it. So they don't have to fight for followers or viewers or whatever. But no, it's clever of them. The Bachelorette's going to be amazing. I'm excited.
I'm very excited to see all the drama that's going to come from it.
And I like it when they do like callbacks. So like they bring someone from a previous season back, like, you know, in the Bachelor, and they'll bring like the girl that rejected the guy in the Bachelor. You know, when the guy becomes a Bachelor afterwards. Like
yes.
Bring Mark back. This is like inside baseball, whatever. But do you remember in the press conference when he said his biggest regret was letting Kwaniso go?
Yes.
So bring that up again. I want to see how that goes.
Yeah, I remember now he said that.
My theory about that was that I thought that he honestly didn't think he was good enough for her and he couldn't believe that she'd be interested in him. That's why he was like always like, I don't know if she's being real. But I mean, he's right. I don't think that she was interesting enough for her.
No. Her and Molesa, I was like, no, guys, you need to go.
I was like, you deserve better. No, girls, come out.
Way better. Yeah, way, way better.
Can you imagine them living their lives, doing their Black Lives Matter stuff, and you just like chilling in the background? Was never going to work. No, they need a guy that's more like up it, as we say.
Yeah, he would have just been chilling.
Hashtag hiking life. Hashtag what's the dog's name? Luna.
Yeah, Luna. Oh
gosh. I remember Jess R when she was like, if it's a date with Luna, please don't take.
Oh my word. Oh, Jess R. I was actually very disappointed that Jess R didn't come to the reunion. Like, I feel after all that, she should have been at the reunion.
But also, did she not have like a contract? Is she not supposed to? I don't understand how she could like cop out.
I mean, she didn't even do interviews. You know that.
Yeah, just a statement.
The email that we got. I don't know. She probably just didn't want to be. Maybe she was embarrassed about it all. I don't know.
So I wanted to say, we used to tease you so much about like all the celebrities that you don't like. Yeah. So who's like your whitelist? So your celebrities that, you know, these are my faves. They can do no wrong in my eyes. So I don't want to bring out the... Yes, okay.
Issa Rae, obviously. Ava DuVernay, obviously. Viola Davis can do no wrong in my eyes. John Legend can also do no wrong. Idris Elba as well. I know he did a lot of whack things now, but still, man, Idris and The Rock.
I remember
Those are
John and Chrissy is your like couple, or like your couple, your celeb couple.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, but actually, I like Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade now too. They also
know they're amazing.
now. So those are my can do no wrong in my eyes people. Everyone else, I don't care for.
So, what were your favorite shows growing up?
Sure, growing up, Dawson's Creek was actually one of my favorites growing up. Especially Pacey. Yeah, Pacey was I would say Pacey was my first big TV crush.
Oh, he was perfect.
Which is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then My So-Called Life. This is how old I am. So with Claire Danes. I love that. It was dating one of them. Yeah, and he was in there too. And Felicity. Because her hair was everything.
And when she cut her hair.
And yeah. And then I think that sitcoms was really, really a big part of growing up for me. So Brandy, I love the Brandy show. Moesha show, yeah. And then, I'm old. When I think about the shows, Sister, like Sister, and then Family Matters, because Steve Urkel, those are my shows growing up that I used to enjoy a lot.
Yeah, I think you're just maybe a little bit older than me, but yeah, I used to watch the same stuff. And hanging with Mr. Cooper and...
Yes!
I think it always come on after each other.
Yeah, yes. I forgot about hanging with Mr. Cooper.
I think that was probably... My first big crush was probably... ship was probably Sister's parents, Jackie.
Yes.
And the father. I waited for them to get together.
They were so different, but somehow you could just see them. They're going to work. They're going to work.
So much.
I also love her. She was the best. Yeah.
What is it? Lisa. Yes. Lisa was her mother's name.
Lisa was her name. Yeah, they were cool. They were different, but so perfect too.
So what is a show that you used to love, but then you had to give up watching because you just couldn't anymore? A show that, you watch the first few seasons of...
Vampire Diaries.
Oh, yeah, same. I get you.
I couldn't with Elena. Elena just started working on my nerves.
I think it's a problem with a lot of those shows, the main character.
Yeah.
You watch Sabrina?
Yeah. The new one. Yeah, the first 2 seasons, but the third, part 3, I couldn't.
I don't think I watched part 3 yet. But also the main girl, I'm shush, man.
Yeah, she was also getting, it was just about her, and she fangs on a lot of cuck, man. Every time I'm just oh, wow. I was just part 2, I was no. I think I watched the first 3 episodes of part 3, and then I was just I can't with this girl anymore.
But I had the same problem with Vampire Diaries. I think I got way further, it was bad already when I was watching it. But for me, I can't.
I couldn't. Especially when the other people started dying. When that one guy died, I was I had enough. I had enough now. It was Elena. Klaus came in and that was a bit, but Elena, man.
I think that is a problem a lot of those shows have, is that it centers around a character too much. I know that obviously most shows are like that, but you need to realize when the character is not working and you have to develop around it. It's with Dawson's Creek. If Dawson's Creek was just about Dawson, how annoying of a show would that have been?
He was so boring. Yo, Dawson was boring. He was the most boring part of that show. I was why is this guy the main guy? But the other people around him was
and then they just develop the other characters. And, what is K. Smith's Jack and Andy?
Yes. Yeah.
They all came in.
Andy was a lot.
Andy was crazy. Shame. What's wrong with him? Is she alcoholic or something? What is wrong with her? But that actress, whenever I see her in something, I always know that she's going to fang on something. There's always...
Yeah.
And she pops up and I'm drama's about to go down. So I wanted to ask you, what do you think is going to happen with movies this year? Because, movies can't come out. So do you think it's going to go to streaming? Have you seen this Tenet, that Christopher Nolan drama? He keeps on saying...
It's been pushed back again, back again. Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen, though. I really don't know. I'm sad for Mulan because I was really looking forward to watching Mulan.
Yeah.
I really don't know what's going to happen. Because, I mean, I'm going to be honest, like, I'm not going to feel safe going to the cinema right now. I'm not going to the cinema. I don't know if they're going to release some of the smaller movies and then do the big ones. I really don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know. I feel like they're going to have to cut their losses, especially with the movies that are already done. Like Mulan and James Bond and Black Widow. Like the movies that we know are done, that they're just waiting because they want a bigger opening. They're going to have to cut their losses and just
I agree with you. Yeah, but then what are we going to get? What are they going to do here?
Unless they send it to box office. Box office is going to get all the shits.
What a year. Yeah, I agree with you. They should just cut their losses, but I don't see it recovering this year still.
Yeah.
I don't.
But I see that they move like the Oscars date back. I mean, like the qualifying date. But I still feel like then all the movies are going to come out just before, you know how it is. Like all the movies always come out like just before the Oscars. So now we're going to just have like a million movies come out in like February.
That we also won't be able to see.
Yeah, because they will come out here in like August.
Yeah, after Oscars. We'll be like, oh.
We know it already, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just chaos. I think by the time this comes out, or just maybe the week after or something, the Emmy nominations would have come out. So, like, who do you hope gets nominated this year?
Oh, that's a question. Question, Caryn. Now I have to think.
Okay, what have you enjoyed like this year? Because I mean, last year like Fleabag won and ek weet nie wat.
Sure. I'm like so removed like from American shows that I have to...
K-dramas.
Yeah. Oh, can we nominate K-dramas, please? What did I watch this year that was really good? Okay, I think Kelly Washington and Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, Little Fires Everywhere. Yes, they will definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I want to say Viola Davis because there was some episodes that were really, really good from How to Get Away with Murder.
I didn't watch the second half yet of the season.
There was some really, really good, like the last episode, her acting was really good. There was a scene in there where she did a monologue, which was amazing. So I'd like her.
Class.
Yeah, she is. And then I really think that Queen Sugar deserves a nom this year.
Okay.
Because there was some really good writing there. And just the character development with a lot of those characters. So they haven't had a nomination yet. So I'd like for them to have a nomination. And then we probably know This Is Us is going to get a nomination again, which I feel like this last season was the same.
I think also I haven't watched the second half of the season. I can't even remember what happened. But I just, who deserves who? I think Uncle Nicky, though. The actor who plays the old Uncle Nicky.
Yes.
I cannot. Yes. The way when he was, that Thanksgiving episode when he was crying in the car, I was sobbing.
Oh, yes. I agree.
Sobbing.
I think Mandy did her best work this season.
Oh, yes. Yeah, he was.
I think there was more weight to her character this season, which I enjoyed.
And it's not, by the time she also gets some, like, her flowers of the... I mean, we just Randall and Jack get all the shade.
Yeah, but Mandy was well this season. Even Kate didn't work on my nerves this season. So, yeah.
Ooh, I'm trying to think who else was nominated. Like, who's like being in the talks. You watch A Good Fight?
Yeah, I haven't watched the new season yet.
But like the fact that they are not walking away with awards is just crazy for me. The show is so wild. So
good. So good.
But like now, Talroy is leaving. Talroy Lindo.
Is he also leaving?
Him and Kush.
I don't know, he's also leaving.
Yeah, which is kind of sad. But now the season was cut short because of COVID. So like you didn't even get like a farewell or anything. And neither did she. So I hope that they like bring them back for like a bit of a farewell.
No, I have to watch. That's been on my list to watch.
Yeah, so I don't know. What you were saying now about Queen Sugar, I'm like, maybe, I know that it hasn't really affected with quarantine, but maybe some of the big shows will give some of the little shows a chance to also get acknowledged. Because I mean, now at least like Game of Thrones is clear, Veep is done, Modern Family is done, so Big Bang is done. Yeah. So, you know, it's like more of the shows that we don't see get a chance to. And Big Little Lies.
I didn't enjoy the second season as much as I enjoyed.
But you know they'll get nominations anyway.
Glad for Zoe to get a nomination.
You're like, oh, you're saying Zoe was your only reason
for watching.
I also expected more, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know.
Me too.
Like, I wanted more of a story.
Yeah, me too. Because they touched on it, especially the stuff with her mom. Like, it's just like giving us a bit more. Yeah, but I didn't enjoy the second season as much as I enjoyed the first one.
But I feel like they will still give like Lauderdale and Medal, and they will still get
Reese,
yeah. White womening. But then you said, Reese would probably get for Little Fires.
Yeah, she was amazing in there.
Oh, she was so brilliant.
She was really good in there. Yeah, she was good.
And your boyfriend, Pacey.
Yeah, my boyfriend, Pacey. I love that Jodie Turner stands him on Twitter.
Oh,
Jodie.
Yes, I love her.
What was the last tweet? A lot of you have called him daddy. Well, I made him a daddy.
Brilliant. I would do the same. If I ended up marrying someone who so many people had a crush on, I would do the damn same. I would post about it all the time.
All the time. Yeah, she was searching for that tighty whitey gif. She's like, I know you can have it. Please send it to me. I was like,
yeah, I know. That's exactly really how you should act.
Not be like, he's a father of 3. He's not a type.
Oh my gosh.
So that was Leandra Engelbrecht. You can find her at Leandra M_Engel on both Twitter and Instagram. And she can tell you more about South African shows and movies and that sort of things. That's her vibe. Yet again, me saying vibe. I don't know why I keep saying this. But anyway, now we're going to give you a little bit of a throwback to last week's episode and get more into the whole Bachelorette vibes. And let's just hear a bit more about why Clonisa van Dam is the best Bachelorette they could have chosen and why you should enter to be one of her bachelors.
I'm so excited to share my journey of finding love with everybody. South Africa, Mzansi, we got a Bachelorette, and her name is a difficult one, but an easy one. So let's practice.
So for the guys that are wanting to enter, what would you say what kind of guy are you looking for?
So my ideal man would definitely be someone who is independent, who's already achieved his goals in his life. I mean, I've already achieved a lot of my goals. I have 2 degrees. I'm working on my 3rd one. You know, and my career is where I want it to be. So I need a man who is together, girl.
Thank you so much for listening. You can find all the information about this week's episode in the show notes on our website. You can find me at Caryn Walby on Instagram and at Caryn Walbys on Twitter. I also started a newsletter at wildestdreams.substack.com. You can find more information on my socials, but basically it's where I'm writing every Wednesday. I'll write a letter about what I'm thinking, what I've been enjoying, and I noticed that I don't really spend a lot of time on the episodes talking about what I'm recommending, so you'll find all that kind of information there. So please subscribe. It's nothing formal, nothing dramatic. It's just me being honest and real about what I'm loving and what I'm not loving. And just, a little letter once a week. Okay, so you can find the podcast at Crashing on Pod on Twitter and Instagram. We do fun things there, so follow us and engage with us and, catch on any shenanigans with us. You can also find us at crashingonpodcast.com. You can send any feedback to crashingonpod@gmail.com. Don't forget to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. And all episodes are edited and produced by Rebecca Barches. Thanks for joining us. See you next week.